my little title tellers. How y'all doing today? Well, baby, if you are DJ Envy, excuse me, DJ Clue, it looks like you have even more to worry about. More information is coming out. Just to bring you guys up to date, the scam that Cesar Pena is alleged to be running, and DJ Envy as his cohort, don't argue with me, that was the Fed paperwork. They said with the help of DJ Envy, right? It is now up to $100 million. And everybody's talking, including Joe Button. Also, I'm going to take a moment and explain what DJ Envy's involvement was by his own words and how this is an issue. We also have people explaining how DJ Envy may be out of there in the Breakfast Club. Also, let's address what DJ Envy's lawyer wants us to believe, that the feds did not raid iHeart Studios. Baby, we have eyewitnesses that are actually giving their 2 cents. Are y'all ready for this? Let's go. First of all, let's talk about their claim that the feds did not raid iHeart Studio. What defense does DJ Envy, who was in business for years and helped propagate a known liar, scam, and Ponzi scheme, what did his lawyer have to say while he's basically worried about, right? While he's basically worried about being wrapped up in this lawsuit. Now, here's the thing you need to remember also before we hear the eyewitness's account. The feds will make people tap dance. They will have you shucking and jiving, doing the thing, because at the end of the day, if you offer them enough information, you might, emphasis on asterisk on might, actually not only beat the case, but they'll bring you on as some type of testifying on behalf of the American government, okay? Testifying on their behalf to put someone behind bars. The thing is, we do know what if you are trying to make the attorney general, if you want to be America's lawyers, you want these cases as high profile as you can get it, so that will further your career prospects. Don't blame me. That's how the system works. They love making examples of people. The more famous, the bigger, the better. DJ Envy should be worried because, yeah, everybody in the new tri-state area knew about Cesar Pena because of him going on the Breakfast Club and DJ Envy's support. Now, wouldn't it be so juicy, so nice for your career if you were an aspiring attorney general that wanted, U.S. attorney that wanted to get bigger? Wouldn't it be great that in addition to getting Cesar, you actually get someone that is on a nationally recognized radio syndicate show, someone that has a bigger reach, bigger influence, bigger audience? Who knows I just found out who Cesar Pena was, but who knows who DJ Envy is? Who's the bigger fish? And who is said to have been tap dancing when them boys ran up on Madison Avenue? Y'all, let's get into this. Okay, so what's the eyewitness actually saying, right? So I got inbox, right? Shout out to the sources. Girl, you know who you are. Super S, right? She said, girl, I work on 125th Street, 125th, 56th Street, 22nd floor. iHeart Radio's on the 16th, and the feds did not stop by on anything friendly. It was crazy. And I've seen raids before. Feds and the SEC breaking down the doors for some criminal hedge fund manager back in 2006. And this was the same madness. The feds were everywhere. The fact that that DJ Envy's lawyer says, they didn't take any office equipment, they didn't take any computer equipment, you are displacing the fact that they still them boys ran up on you because they are looking for something. Now, there's also this video, okay? I want you guys to watch it, and I want you guys after that to meet, well, actually, I'll play it right here. This video, DJ Envy saying that he had nothing to do with this. Again, PullUp on Twitter had a good point where he said, again, I say the prosecution is going to have a field day with DJ Envy. If you guys don't know, this is, who is this? Southside_GUNN, right? Elgin Barrett Eugene Smith III, let's put some respect on his name, actually tweeted this. And I think he has good points. He says, again, I say the prosecution is going to have a field day with DJ Envy. Let's take a look at this video and then you let me know what you think. But you got to meet me after the jump so we can talk. Here we go.
Today, Pro-Style fan, this is your first time picking up rent, right? I'm picking up these joints. I'm going to say the name of the checks, but yeah. First time picking up rent, and that's what it's all about. When I tell you about creating generational wealth, that's what it is. I picked up, this is some of my rent. He owes me some more. His rent is picked up. Let's get started, man. And that's what it's about. Pro-Style jumped into the game. How many houses? 3. About to hopefully close on the 4th. This guy's trying to give him a house. He would have thought. So we had like 12, 16 units real soon, you know what I'm saying? That's what it's about, teaching and learning how to do it. And that's what we're about, man. So I want to see you guys at the next seminar, February 23rd in Las Vegas. If you're on the West Coast, I want to see you there. It's at the Golden Nugget.
Okay, so just pause, right? Because I see what Envy thought he was doing because he's dumb. You somehow thought that if you didn't get a real estate license, you said, I'm not teaching you real estate. I'm just teaching you how to change the game. You are still selling a financial instrument of sorts. There are certain fiduciary duties that you owe yourself and others, and also certain laws you must abide by. But more importantly than that, right? You are selling a financial instrument. You are encouraging to invest. You saying I'm just teaching does not mean anything. You have due diligence to make sure that the product that you are promoting, representing, and if my hunch is right, actually physically owning, right? Tell me DJ Envy didn't get those money from going to Vegas and promoting things and sitting on stage. Did you guys think he was doing that for free? I know it. I suspected, the feds probably suspected. Now, here's what Envy was actually doing, because this is the most important. Okay, so here is the scheme. Prosecutors claim that beginning in 2017, Cesar Pena began taking investments to renovate and resell properties in New Jersey and elsewhere, promising 20 to 45% return. Now, if you remember that video, and this is why I see Joe Budden was like, more, I'll make another video about Joe Budden because he's been giving the tips, being like, smells kind of scammy. It had the makings of a scam. Money, this, look how much money I made. If anything, not Cesar, Envy actually admitted that Cesar taught him everything he knows off of making money by the business model he learned in jail. This is nothing but a ripoff of 80s with the infomercials. You too can invest in houses. Okay, fine. But let's keep in mind 20 to 45% return on investments in 5 months. But Pena siphoned some investments for his personal use and used investments to pay back old investors. Now, days before Pena was charged, NBC4 New York reported on multiple investors who hadn't received promised payments from the project. Again, sounds like Bernie Madoff, but get this. Cesar reportedly sought investments in properties one he didn't own. He scammed multiple investors into paying for the same properties, and in one case offered to pay an investor back in jewelry. Cesar has at least, and his wife have at least 20 lawsuits, but DJ Envy has at least 9. Okay. How was DJ Envy actually involved? Well, prosecutors claim Pena built credibility by holding real estate seminars with DJ Envy, right? Before he began the alleged flipping scheme. Envy often promoted the project on the Breakfast Club, claiming they've helped so many people. Now and again, he is selling something that requires fiduciary trust. Even if he did not know that it was a scam, you still, to make claims that people were helping so many people, would have to see material evidence. If you did not, then that is negligence. It is a breach of fiduciary duty. If you did, you have to verify it. Again, DJ Envy's problem was the fact that because it became so big as $100 million, DJ Envy's problem from it becoming so big happens to be, right, that the scam got too successful. The alleged scam, okay? We don't know. Everybody's guilty till innocent. This is me speaking if he was. The alleged scam got too big. It went from being like people that had their money in the street, people that were hood and maybe wanted things under the table, past money, into people that had serious investors, serious lawyers, serious lawsuits, forging documents. All the while, Envy's being warned by multiple people. He chooses to look the other way. Now, we also need to ask, was the return what a reasonable person under the circumstances would have thought adequate, or did it give constructive, actual, or implied knowledge that something was amiss? Again, sometimes doing too well when you're representing a project should make you say, again, let's not forget, right, that lawyers were involved. But there's more, okay? Many spurned investors spoke directly with NBC4 as they got involved with the project because Envy co-signed. I know we use that term a lot, co-signed, but he gave specific assurances that operating as a fiduciary, operating as an alleged co-owner, operating as a trusted party, you gave warranties of credibility. If you guys don't know about warranties of credibility, it's like this, right? People are allowed to fluff. Fluff means you go to a used car salesman to buy a car, and the car is a complete lemon, and you can't, the engine doesn't work, right? As a car professional, a used car salesman, I feel to take your opinion with a little more weight as someone else because there's inherent trust in your position. So if you say, I think this is one of the best cars you can buy, that's allowed because it's fluffing, right? You're allowed to, of course, they want to sell the car. They're going to make it seem better than a person that has no vested interest might make it seem. But as a used car salesman, I say, this car has an amazing engine. It works. The engine was just rebuilt. You can't get a better engine like this. And the ride is so smooth when you take off. That is illegal because you are outright lying. You know the engine doesn't work. You know the engine hasn't been rebuilt. You know that it is in fact a piece of ish. Me saying, I think this is one of the best cars I've ever seen, that's allowed. It's called fluffing. DJ Envy went past fluffing. He said he gave assurances. He said he had checked it out. He said this is the best thing that you can do. But what's more than that, he was a co-owner. If it can be believed, he was a co-owner, right? Now, did you make that known? Did you let people know I am the owner, so every time I bring you in, I get money? There's so many layers and none of them are good. They're all creating a mountain of evidence for DJ Envy. Now listen, Audrey Rios, who's done auto wraps for multiple of Envy's cars, and Anthony Martini, a producer who knew Envy, reported that Envy is a co-defendant in 9 lawsuits against Pena. Now, Envy has claimed on the Breakfast Club that it's totally not true, that he's involved in the Ponzi scheme. Caesar, if he took money, I wasn't privy to it, nor did I even know it. Prefacing that his attorneys don't want me to speak, but I think that there's things I need to clear up, right? He additionally claimed that he also gave Pena money that he didn't get back. Now, DJ Envy is being really, really careful with words if he took money. But the thing is, the money he took is a drop in a bucket compared to the fact of this was all an alleged Ponzi scheme. You sold multiple properties. You took money from people and used that money to pay old people. It's Bernie Madoff, right? Envy's attorney made similar statements, claiming one flip of $500,000 in Patterson. But in that video, DJ Envy says that he has multiple properties. On top of that, he is the alleged owner of Caesar's company, co-owner, partner, but owner nonetheless. You guys, listen. What happens next? Caesar and his wife have rushed to bankruptcy. It's going to be a free-for-all to split up their assets. DJ's Envy's assets are also in danger. You guys, this is developing. Joe Budden just dropped some new stuff. We're going to talk about it, but yo, I don't care what anyone says. This is not good for Envy. He needs to worry about his job, and he needs to worry about, again, never trust a cheater, never trust a liar. And that'll mean whether they're cheating on a deal or cheating on their woman or cheating on their man. Y'all, listen, stories developing. Yeah, I'll post another video, 2 videos today explaining everything. All right, bye.